I'm Juliet.
Hello, I'm Richard.
And welcome to Musical Theatre Junior. Today we're going to give you a little taste of what happens in one of our musical theatre workshops. So we always start with a big group vocal warm-up, just to get our voices warmed up and to get physically warmed up. So we're just going to do a few exercises with you to get you nice and warmed up. So over to Rich.
So the first thing we're going to do is a couple of scales, and we're going to start on this note. If you can all sing this note. And we'll just sing it to R.
Ah.
And then we're going to just expand that, and we're going to go up 5 notes and down 5 notes, and it will sound like this. Ah. So let's all try that together. And breathe. Then we're going to go slightly higher. And again. And a big breath. And now we're going to sing it to La. So, and we're going to do a separate La on each note. So La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. And now we're going to do what we call an arpeggio. So instead of going up separate notes, note by note, we're going to sing this. And we will stick to La on that. So we're getting quite high now. So really big breath. La. So 3 and La 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 la. And another breath. La 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 la. And breathe. La 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 la. And let's see if we can do 2 more. La 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 la. And really high now. La 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 la. So well done if you managed to get there. Hopefully you're starting to feel slightly warmer, and we are now going to try our next warm-up, which is going to be a song you will probably all be familiar with, The Grand Old Duke of York. So, just in case you're not familiar with it, we will run it once and you will learn it. But I think you will probably all know it. So, oh, the grand old Duke of York,
he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
So we can really make a point of the words up and down, and we're going to bring that into context in a second. But let's try it one more time, slightly higher, and let's really accent up and really accent down. So here we go.
Oh, the grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again.
And up.
And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
And now we are going to bring in some actions, and we're going to follow the logical actions in that we're going to go up and we're going to go down. And I will join Juliet on this. So we're going to go slightly higher.
Marching for the beginning bit.
Okay, let's do a bit of marching just to get going. So after 4, so 3, 4, right, left, right, left, right, left. Right. Just keep this going just a little bit more. Right, here we go.
Oh, the grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
Good. A bit higher. Here we go, and a bit faster as well. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
Okay, good. Right, so one more. We're going to go slightly higher and slightly quicker. Here we go. Sorry, 1 slightly higher. Here we go. So 2, 3.
Oh, the grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only
be halfway up, they were neither
up nor down.
There we go. That's got, hopefully got you moving.
I think we should all be warmed up now. Right. The song we have for you today is from a musical called Oliver. It comes right at the start of the show and it's called Food, Glorious Food. And I'm just going to start by putting it into context for you. It's set in the workhouse where all the poor children are, and they have to work away, and they are just given nothing to eat but nasty bowls of gruel. I'm not even sure what gruel is. In my head it's like some kind of cold porridge, but
it's everything thrown into a pot.
It's just a bowl of nastiness. And it's all the children in the workhouse that sing this song. So what we're going to do is Rich will sing a line, and then we will sing it back, and we'll work our way through till we've done the whole song, and then we'll put it all together at the end. So here we go.
So the first two lines, as per the other videos, I'll just read them, and then we'll try singing. So, is it worth the waiting for? If we live till 84, all we ever get is gruel, but we are going to sing it as gruel. And unlike Annie, we are allowed to slide this one. So we're going to slide from gruel, except we're going to do gruel. So the whole line is this. Is it worth the waiting for? If we live till 84, all we ever get is gruel. Let's try that together. 3 and.
Is it worth the waiting for? If we live till 84, all we ever get is gruel.
And then we're on to. Every day we say a prayer. Will they change the bill of fare? Still we get the same old gruel. So we're going to slide all the way up to that. Here we go. Every day we say a prayer.
Every day we say a prayer. Will they change the bill of fare? Still we get the same old gruel.
There's not a crust, not a crumb can we find. If we beg, can we borrow or catch? All together.
There's not a crust, not a crumb can we find. Can we beg, can we borrow or catch?
But there's nothing to stop us from getting a thrill when we all close our eyes and imagine. So all together. So, but there's nothing. But there's nothing to stop us from getting a thrill when we all close our eyes and imagine. And now we're going to close our eyes and dream of this food, glorious food. And food, glorious food, hot sausage and mustard. But up there for you. So 3 and.
Food, glorious food, hot sausage and mustard.
While we're in the mood, cold jelly and custard. All together.
While we're in the mood, cold jelly and custard.
Sounds lovely. And then we have peas, pudding and saveloys. What next is the question? All together. Peas, pudding and saveloys.
What next is the question?
Rich gentlemen have it, boys. Indigestion. So they're dreaming of indigestion.
Do you know what indigestion is? It's if you eat too fast or too much, and you sort of get a really bad sort of tummy ache, and it hurts all over your chest and everything. So. And if you eat lots of food, that's what happens. They've never had indigestion, but the rich fellows do. Sorry, I interrupted. Now I can't remember the tune.
So I'm trying to remember where we were.
Rich gentlemen have it.
Okay. So here we go. Rich gentlemen have it, boys. Indigestion. So really enjoy that line, the word indigestion. We'll do that one more time. So rich
Gentlemen have it, boys. Indigestion.
Good. And then we keep going with
Food, glorious food. We're anxious to try it. 3 banquets a day. Our favourite diet.
Okay, and then this time we're going to sing Just picture a great big steak, fried, roasted or stewed. Let's try that all together. Just picture a great big steak, fried, roasted or stewed. Okay, and then we're going to keep going with Oh, food, wonderful food.
It's magical first.
Okay, good.
This is the tricky bit of this. You have to remember the right order for these words. So, oh, food, magical food, wonderful food, marvelous food, fabulous food, beautiful food, glorious food. I'm looking at the words. I don't know how I'm actually going to remember that when we run it. Got a few minutes to learn it. Right. Should we try it with the tune?
Let's try it with the tune and with me singing the right words. So, oh, food, magical food, wonderful food, marvelous food, fabulous food, beautiful food. And now we take our time over this glorious food. Have a nice long note on that last word as well. So let's try that one more time. So food, magical food. Oh, food, magical food, wonderful food, marvelous food, fabulous food, beautiful food, glorious food. And then when you hear the piano, it will come off. And if some of you would like to sing a slightly different tune on the final glorious food, it would be nice to have some of you singing glorious food. And again, a nice long note on the last note. So that would come from, I'm just going to run the whole thing one final time from the final foods. So it's going to be, oh, food, magical food, wonderful food, marvelous food, fabulous food, beautiful food, and then the harmony is going to go down to glorious food, and then you wait for the piano.
So there's more than one of you. One of you can sing the bottom part with Rich, and the other one can sing the high part with me. If you're just on your own, you can choose which is your favourite and do that. Okay. Okay, so now we've learnt the song, we're just going to do a really, really simple staging of this. It's easy peasy. Now, the start of the song, all the children are feeling very sort of downtrodden and grumpy, okay? So they're marching in and they've got their bowl. So I don't have a bowl, so I'm just going to use my hands for now, and that's what I want have my gruel in. Now, if you've got a door in your room, you could enter from your door or from behind a curtain. I'm just going to trudge a bit along the floor. And what we do is we have our heads down and we're singing, is it worth the waiting for? If we live till 84, all we ever get is Gru. And on the L, your head goes up. L. Then you shake it down again. Every day we say our prayer. Will they change the bill of fare? Still we get the same old Gru. Well, same thing. Head down and up on L. And then you find a place where you're going to kneel down. Totally forgotten the lyrics. I think it's there's not a crust, not a crumb. Can we find, can we beg, can we borrow or catch? And really spit out all those different words. They are not happy that they don't have very much food. I don't know whether you've ever had to have to go a long time without having food, but when you do, you start to get really grumpy, and they have not had very much food ever, so I think they are probably very grumpy indeed. So really spit out those words. Can we beg, can we borrow or catch? But then, as all good musical theatre people do, they find the optimism in it. They're going to imagine wonderful food, so you can close your eyes on it. There's nothing to stop us from getting a thrill when we all close our eyes and imagine. And what you have to do is you have to picture plates and plates of your favourite food. Now for me, I don't think it would be hot sausage and mustard. I'd like sausage, but I'm not a huge fan of mustard. But I might be picturing a pizza and some chocolate cake and things like that. So you don't have to picture what they're singing about. You picture your favourite food, but you have to sing the lyrics in the song because that's the song. But while you're singing it, you're picturing this food, glorious food, and really bright, and they're not feeling grumpy anymore because they're imagining all this food and they can almost taste it. And then the only action you need to remember is when we get to indigestion, you pull up, so it goes, rich gentlemen have it, boys, and then you're going to grab your tummy and you're going to jerk down, indigestion, to pull it down. So you have to remember to do that. And then we're back in the food, glorious food, we're anxious to try it, all the way till the end. And then on the lyrics at the end, so the food, magical food, wonderful food, all those, you can choose which is your favourite line, and you're just going to stand up and look out on that line. Usually we do this in a group, and all the different children would have a different word to stand up on, so we'd stagger it. If there's a few of you at home doing it, you can all choose different words. If you're doing it by yourself, then just choose your favourite. And that is all you have to do. Right, let's get ready to give it a go.
Is it worth the waiting for if we live till 84? All we ever get is gruel. Every day we say our prayer. Will they change the bill of fare? Still we get the same old gruel. There's not a crust, not a crumb. Can we find? Can we beg? Can we borrow or catch? But there's nothing to stop us from getting a thrill when we all close our eyes and imagine food, glorious food, hot sausage and mustard, while we're in the mood, cold jelly and custard, peas, pudding and saveloys. What next is the question? Which gentlemen have it, boys? Indigestion. Food, glorious food. We're anxious to try it. 3 banquets a day. Our favourite diet. Just picture a great big steak, fried, roasted or stewed. Oh, food, magical food, wonderful food, marvellous food, fabulous food, beautiful food, glorious food.
Right, that's it from us for Musical Theatre Junior. I hope you've enjoyed today's session, and if you've done the others, I hope you really enjoyed all of them. Maybe we'll see you one day in the full musical theatre programme. It really is so much fun. There's nothing like musicals. But from me and from
Richard.
see you soon. Bye.
Bye.